Welcome back to Solomon's Porch with your host Jason. Hola, buenos dias.
And Sean.
Yeah, man. So we're back with
Sean is
another
here.
another interview. This is going to be a first. So we're not strangers doing reviews necessarily. We've reviewed some stuff, usually movies, TV shows, things like that. We got a brand new one. Now, this is something that Sean and I both enjoy in general, this particular type of a thing. And so Sean had recommended that we try it, see how it was, and then we would review it later on the show. So, Sean, you want to break it down on what we're actually reviewing here today?
Sure. So, by the time that this recording is out there, we're looking at Valentine's Day rolling up on us pretty quick. And what better to get you in the mood for Valentine's
This is how you
than
introduce it as a Valentine's
than
Day
a
thing.
than a coffee a coffee drink that will increase your libido. So if libido is just too fancy of a word, and this is a coffee drink that makes you want to have sex.
Okay, maybe we
So
should
if we've got
preface.
young listeners, I guess we need like some sort of disclaimer to come up there, and
Yeah.
Anyway, it's an aphrodisiac. And it makes you want to
It's like
go
oysters.
and take care of business. So anyway, they recommend a strong brewed coffee, however strong it is that you can take it. Jason and I did this coffee drink the last time that we recorded the show, and we thought, well, let's go ahead and give it a shot, and then, we'll see how things work out, I guess you could say. But it's the strongest brewed coffee that you can take. You add maca, that's M-A-C-A, it's an Aztec root, in a ground powder. And then you take cacao powder, so raw cacao. And if you're not familiar with cacao, it's part of the cocoa chocolate bean thing. Cinnamon, honey, and coconut milk. And they say that all these elements have some sort of property that help to increase energy and flow or whatever. I'm not trying to be too descriptive here.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's keep that at a bare minimum.
so you take all that stuff and you kind of need to put it into a blender so it gets mixed up really well, and the powders don't ever actually fully dissolve, so you just want to mix in together as best as you can, and you probably want to drink this thing um, quickly. You don't want to like let it sit around for a while because then those powders will start to settle down in the bottom of your cup. So
Yeah.
we
They'll start
tried
to
this.
harden.
They'll start to yeah. So anyway, we tried this cup of coffee, and we actually used Lenoka's. No, I'm sorry. We actually used an espresso that you could buy from the store. So we tried to make everything as universally store bought as possible. So we used. Oh goodness, I'm trying to think of we bought it at Food Line,
I'll tell you what,
so
we'll put the ingredients. We'll put those on in the description of the show. We'll put the recipe up there so you can try it out. So you can go try it
okay.
yourself. Yeah. We'll do that.
Yeah,
We'll do that.
we'll,
So
we'll, we'll do that.
so what was
Cafe
your?
Bustelo.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, we brewed up some Bustelo. We actually used an AeroPress. I don't know if you're familiar with those. You can Google it. They're fairly inexpensive, and if you're looking to try to make espresso, it's probably the best way to do it, especially without it being overly complicated and expensive. So anyway, so we brewed up the espresso from Cafe Bustelo. Um, Actually, I found both maca and raw cacao powder at Walmart. So
Wow.
Cafe Bustelo also at Walmart too. So you technically can buy all this stuff from Walmart. Um, Coconut milk is very easy to find. It's usually on most every ethnic aisle, usually over in the Asian or Thai food sections, and then just your raw honey. And we used an all organic raw honey. We actually went to our health food store to get that, so that way we got the best quality that we could get. Because they do say the better the quality, the more effective it is. So for whatever that's worth. So we tried it. We drank it. Jason went home after recording, and it was at my house, so I stayed home. Um, so how did you feel?
Uh, I don't know, man. Here's the thing. I don't have an issue not wanting to, you know,
Do
do
things.
stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For me, it's like as soon as the opportunity appears to be approaching, I'm already ready. So
Gotcha.
that's kind of how I am anyway. I got three kids and a teenager in the house. So I'm pretty much ready to go at any moment's notice. So I can't say that this really helped me to be more ready than I usually already am. So,
Okay.
I mean, it was good though. I will say the flavor was good. I thought it tasted good. It was like, like you said, a little kind of powdery. It almost felt like similar to a protein shake that wasn't mixed up well enough, is
Yeah.
what it kind of resembled to me. And so it's not like a smooth coffee drink. It's a little more like a powdery coffee chocolate type of a thing. Obviously, depending on how strong your coffee is, that's going to make an impact too. But it was good though. I will say it was actually a decent drink. If I were to own a coffee shop, I would want that served, and
Okay.
then have a room in the back people can rent to. I'm just
Nah,
kidding.
nah, nah. So were you able to put into practice whether or not it helped with the duration or rigidity of practicing?
Honestly, I'd say I don't know if there was a huge difference. Again, it's just not a struggle of mine, so I can't say it helped me overcome anything. And
Okay.
I mean, that's just me though.
Right.
So
Yeah, well, I didn't actually. We didn't have an opportunity for that evening, and they say that you should drink this once a week to be able to help or to reap those benefits. And yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that later on down the road that I necessarily experienced anything. But maybe if you're drinking it on a weekly basis, maybe it'll make a difference. I don't know. But in general, a good dose of caffeine before activities is is usually helpful anyway.
yeah, yeah,
Just saying. I mean, it has proven. And anything that helps to increase blood flow is always, a positive attribute to, getting things working.
yeah.
Um, so anyway, Sex Coffee. We'll post up that recipe if you're interested in it for Valentine's Day. If that makes a difference to you for any reason, you can do that. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. We just thought we'd try something a little bit different, and it even boasts that it makes things more intense when they occur. So sometimes they don't always occur for your partner, but um,
Uh,
who knows?
so it's like a KY coffee drink, KY sex coffee drink.
Or it's coffee that's ribbed for. Anyway, let's
All
move
right,
on.
all right. I think.
Yeah.
Let us know if we need to do more reviews like this or try things. I think it'd be interesting dynamic for the show to occasionally try something that's a little more exotic, and tell people what we think about it. I think it's good and comical, and I don't know how many Christian platforms are doing something like this. So maybe we'll be the first to really dive into it. Any good biblical Christian podcast, not just podcasts that say they're biblical, but they believe a whole bunch of other crazy stuff. So
Okay.
yeah, man. So Sean, thank you for the suggestion. I enjoyed the drink. I thought it was good. If nothing else,
Okay.
it's a good coffee drink. So
All right.
Yeah, man. So we'll be back with another segment. Make sure you stay tuned. And don't forget, if you're on YouTube, grab that subscribe button. Grab it, smash it, pound it, whatever you want to do with it. We'll be back.
Just like your coffee.